Hi, good morning. Welcome to Empowered and Ageless. Totally forgot what I was going to say. 5 to Thrive. 5 minutes, 5 days a week to start your day off in an empowered way. And this morning I want to talk about you. The fact that who you think you are, who you believe you are, is only a tiny little part of who you actually are. Good morning, Silvano. And why is that? Why is it that we only acknowledge such a small, tiny, teeny, weeny little part of the totality of who we actually are? I think it has to do with the fact that if we looked at the big picture of our potential, of everything that is inside of us, the greatness that we really have, that it would feel overwhelming to you. It would feel like a huge responsibility. It would be scary because it's so much uncharted territory. It's like if you were this tiny little like the little twinkle lights that you put on a Christmas tree or put around your patio. And that's the light that you have. And then all of a sudden you realize that, no, you weren't that tiny little twinkle light. You were actually like the little light bulb that you would put in a night light. And you're like, wow, that one's like 5 times bigger light or 100 times bigger light than who I thought I was. Am I ready for this? Am I capable of this? How do I wrap my brain around being such a bigger light than what I thought I was? And for many people, it's impossible. And they go, no, I'm just going to stay as the twinkle light. I like being the twinkle light. I'm in this big, long line of all the other twinkle lights, and we all twinkle the same together. And I feel comfortable here. I feel safe here. I feel good here. If I go out and I'm this big light in this night light, I'll be all by myself. I'll be the only night light. And it just seems impossible sometimes to make that leap to being a brighter light in the world. But some people will make that leap. And for those people, once they realize, hey, being a nightlight is great. I am capable of more than I thought I was. And then a certain percentage of the nightlights will think, maybe I could be as big of a light in the world as a light in a reading lamp. And they'll go to that next stage of growing exponentially to being a bigger light and a bigger light. And it's comfortable for them. But outside, around the patio, there's still that line of twinkle lights that have to have that safety, have to have those numbers, have to know where they belong and stay in their comfort zone. They push themselves down. They make themselves be small. They don't want too much because they don't want to have to worry about, is it going to be hard? Will I know what to do? Will I be able to do it? What will people think? All the thoughts that you have that keep you safe, that keep you in that line of being a small light in the world. Because it's work to break out. It's work to do something else, to be a bigger light in the world, to shine more brightly in the world, to let people know that you have more inside you to offer in terms of love, in terms of knowledge, in terms of what you can give and share. To just let more of you out can feel scary if you don't know how it's going to be accepted. But if you take it step by step, moving from being that little twinkle light to a little bit bigger of a bulb, maybe that night light, then a reading light, then a spotlight, and then a floodlight, and then whatever the hugest light is that you can possibly be, as big as the sun. And step by step, you will no longer be showing the world or showing yourself or even acknowledging to yourself that tiny little fraction of who you are. You'll be acknowledging a huge portion of who you are and what you have to offer in the world. And it all starts with just saying, I'm willing to jump off this line of being safe and being comfortable in a line of all the other tiny little lights. And I'm willing to go off, maybe by myself for a while, or maybe into a smaller group of people that are making something happen, that are shining more brightly, because you want to fulfill within yourself the potential that you have. So today, think about, what kind of light do you want to be in the world? Are you brave enough to leave that line of safety and comfort and go for something bigger and bolder? Be willing to show more of yourself, explore more of yourself, share more of yourself with the world without worrying about what other people think, without worrying how you will appear, and just allow yourself to be authentically you and shine. This is Lynn Pierce saying goodbye for now. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, be ageless.